called Collywobbles fans. So a while back, I saw a picture of a bag, and I've talked about this in another video. It was one of the videos about a bag that I made. And I saw a bag made by a company, and it was just so weathered to perfection. I was swooning over this bag because it was just the perfect patina. But you don't get that kind of patina without using a bag. And then I ran across this one on eBay. And I can't even tell you how wonderful the patina on this bag is. I'm trying to get all the glares off of there. And it's such a good bag that I wanted to tell you about it. Now, of course, this one is aged, pre-owned, but they still sell them. The name of this company is Maycomb, M-A-Y-C-O-M-B, and I believe they call this the Scout. Now, brand new, this bag is a bit pricey, in my opinion. But it is very well made. I mean, this is a good leather. I'm thinking it's a veg tan. And I've actually got it stuffed with another bag right now. Now, it is just plain on the front and back. These shoulder straps are softened up really nicely. I don't know what they're like when you get them new. Inside, it's got a pocket, and it's got a key fob over here for you to hang something by. And this one has a zipper. I don't ever use it. Because, okay, when you open it all the way, the zipper doesn't stay together, and that's so you can get more width out of the bag. So when you go to close it, you really have to do that whole line up thing, and then you can close the zipper. And I'm just not a zipper person myself, but it does have that option. You can see that. These are screw-on rivets. Now, I hear sirens. I don't know if you can hear the sirens, but there's some sirens. So these rivets are screwed on, and so you can actually unscrew them. You can see the little slot for the screwdriver inside. I don't know that that's something I would ever do. They seem to be very secure. They haven't loosened up or anything. And I believe they're brass. Let me do a quick check. Now, I don't know if you know this, but you can check if something's brass by if a magnet sticks. If a magnet does not stick, it's brass. Or if it looks like brass and a magnet doesn't stick, then it's brass. Okay. Magnet does not stick to these rivets, so I believe them to be solid brass. Now, one more thing I wanted to show you about its construction is, so when you sew a bag together, you can sometimes leave those little triangles in the bottom. You see those? And then they've taken those triangles and riveted them to the side of the bag here and here. And that just gives it some reinforcement. Now on the end, they've got a reinforcement piece. Can you see that? It is sewn in. And I guess if you wanted to, you could, let me find one here. I sell these little carabiners in my Etsy shop, and they're great for adding things to your bag. But I guess if you had one big enough, you could, yeah, you can. You get one of the bigger ones. This one's a 1-inch one. I have some that are bigger than this. Let me try it. You can see the two sizes I offer. This one's bigger, and no tools are needed. You just do that. Now let's see if that'll slip in to there. Yeah, it actually does. So with something like that, you could turn this bag into a crossbody if you wanted to. I don't know if that's something you would want to. You'd need one for each side. I'm not going to do that. But that was just to show you it can be done. This bag is a bit heavier than some of my other bags, and I'm going to go weigh it, and I'll be right back. All right, I just weighed this in comparison to a Portland leather goods tote. This was 2.3 pounds. This is 1.9 pounds. Now, that doesn't sound like much of a difference. It's a few ounces. It makes a big difference. And what I found is that I'm not carrying this bag because of its weight. Now, when it's on my shoulder, it doesn't matter. But for me to grab it to put on my shoulder when it's full of stuff, it matters. When I get above a bag that's 2 pounds, I find that it's a bit heavy for me. So I use this bag for two things. One is my upstairs downstairs bag. And what I do is I have it hanging on a coat rack, and whenever I have something that needs to go upstairs, I pop it in the bag. And then when I'm going upstairs or after it accumulates a little bit of stuff, I'll grab the bag, take it upstairs, and unload it. It just gives me a place to set things besides on the stairs. The other thing I'm using this bag for is a lot of my product photography. It's a very photogenic bag, and I especially like the weather details on it. There is a glare issue, so I have to be careful of that when I'm taking pictures. But I'll pop some of the pictures up that I have of where I've used this bag. And it's just one of many that I use, but I do like product photography. And so, yeah, to have something like this as a prop is so much fun. This is, if you're looking for a veg tan bag and you don't mind spending a little bit of money to get a new one, you can check out their website. I'll link it below. But if you want to just hang on and watch eBay, they come up from time to time. So I think I spent around $100 on this, and that's 3 or 4 times less. I can't remember the retail price. It's either $300 or $400. I can't remember. And they probably have a first buy, coupon code, whatever. Let me give you some measurements on this. At the top, 16 inches. Top to bottom, 12 inches. The bottom is, now I measure like this, 4.5 inches. Now the other thing about this is it does not have a long strap drop. It's 9.5 inches, so it doesn't pass the elbow test. The elbow test is where you try to get it on without it scraping your elbow. And this one does catch on the elbow, so I have a tendency just to do that with it. Lovely. As you can see, one side is more patina than the other. One of the things I do with these little carabiners I sell is I clip them in there, and then you can hang bag charms from it. Let me get something here. All right, this is one of my favorites right now. I call this the calla lily tassel. It kind of looks like calla lilies. It spins around, but if you want to add it or take it off your bag, you just do that, and then you can be done. If you're interested in a calla lily tassel, these I only make a few a week. And along with some of my other designs, what I've started doing is I have a Facebook fan group called Collywobbles Fans. And I'll put a link to the fan group below. And you have to be able to comment, you have to join. I think you can look at all the comments without joining. But if you want to get in on a Facebook sale, you have to join. And I will put a few of these up per week, and the first one to type sold gets it. I usually do my drops on Tuesday nights at 7, but if there's a holiday on a Monday, I'll do it on a Wednesday night at 7. That's Central Time. And I have a little chart on there to tell you what time it is in your state when it's 7 o'clock here. But that has been going really well for me, and it's really good for things I want to make limited production runs of, because these are a little bit time consuming. But so I can't like make 20 a week. There's just not enough of me to go around. So I make a few, and I have a few other designs. So every week I pop up new stuff. So go and join that Facebook page if you're interested in this kind of thing, and get in on some of my product drops. This is one of the most labor-intensive pieces that I make. So there you have it. That's the Maycomb, I think it may be Maycomb Mercantile or something, Scout. And it's a really neat bag. So if you're interested in something like that and you haven't heard of Maycomb Mercantile, go check them out. They have some other stuff too. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and check below for links to everything. And you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.